1934 Hillman Minx. Very, very pretty car, this one. It's the 1000cc litre petrol engine in there. Two-tone, blue over sort of a teal. Very, very pretty car, like I mentioned. Right, bodyweight wise, start off the bonnet, work our way around onto the interior, and then we'll go for an engine start-up. It's ready for the shows, this. Loving straight up the bonnet. I've got no chips either side of the bonnet. Normally get some chipping down here, how they lift up. Sort of a butterfly effect, but that's not the case on this one. Lovely and fresh down both sides. Some very, very light surface scratches here and there where it's been washed over the years, and maybe the odd little bit in the paint. You can just sort of see some slightly heavier scratching there, but not bad at all. Lovely and fresh across the top half there as well. I'll quickly do the roof while I'm up. You can see that there. Bit of crack into the paint and stuff on the roof section itself. But the paint wise on the roof, all nice and tidy. Very, very presentable, this one. Shiny in all the right places. Radiator cap and grille itself, lovely condition, no problems at all with that there. No big dings or dents out the fins. Lovely and fresh on the chromework side of things. Nice and fresh up the right hand side as well. Like I say, there's probably the odd little bit of imperfection in the paint, a little bit of dust here and there if you're being really harsh on it. Light lenses are lovely and clear on both sides. The balls themselves, some very, very light pitting, but that's all we need to be concerned about on the light side of things. As we come down that lovely big swooping arch, we've got no rust on the lower half section, a really, really good reflection to that. A little bit of perishing to the rubber around the lamp stalks. You've got your drive light and your spotlight there, lovely and clean across the bumpers as well. No heavy pitting or nasty dings or dents. Two lower lights are painted balls. Even inside of here, there's no rust, there's no paint flake or corrosion. Lovely and fresh all the way down. Really, really good colours as well. Sort of two-tone crisp line is nice. You've got the gold pinstripe line on there as well, which is just a vinyl on the top, which is, there's a few little pieces where it's come off. A little bit of cracking on the right-hand side there, just below the windscreen and the paint. Apart from that, lovely and tidy around the pressing marks on the vents of the bonnets. No cracking there. The wing itself, lovely and straight. The odd light surface scratch here and there, but that's all to be concerned about. I've got no rust on the paint side of things. A little bit of a mark here at the front. A little bit of cracking there just further back. But apart from that, lovely and fresh with the matching wire painted wheels and the chrome hubcaps. Down the running board there, across the lower half with the rubber mat on the top there, nice and tidy. A little bit of wear to that. Lower section of the doors, all clear of rust. On that lovely two-tone section around the handles and around the suicide door there. And like I say, a lovely, lovely crisp line all the way around on the two-tone section. Nice and tidy around the trafficator. Nice and clean across that lower section. I do apologise for any noise in the background there. We're rather busy again here today. Lovely and tidy across the roof section as it swoops around. And again, no problems at all around the windows. No rust coming through. No nasty marks at all across the buttons of the doors. Around that rear arch, again, I've got no corrosion or nasty marks. Very, very fresh on the paint side of things. A little bit of a stone chip down the bottom. That's how harsh you've got to be, especially in a car from 1934, remember. It's obviously been painted, but when it's been done to a very, very nice standard. Lovely and tidy around the rear window and the top of the roof at the back. Again, the two-tone line, nice and crisp down the lower half section. You've got your luggage tray with the boot badge on. No problems at all there. A little bit of wear to the top of the luggage compartment, but it sort of adds to the age of the car. It looks right if you ask me. Boot all nice and tidy on the lower half section there of the chrome bumper. You can see all nice and shiny across there. As we come round to the left hand side there, up the arch, no rust coming through anywhere. Lovely and fresh around that arch there. I got no issues at all with that. Lovely, lovely lines to this one as well, the way it just swoops around. And again, nice crisp two-tone line all the way around that left-hand side. No rust on the arch. Matched wheels all the way around with the chrome hubcaps. The lower section of the suicide door on the passenger side, all nice and tidy. A few little blebs on the front left-hand door there. A few little blebs just starting on the bottom of the door, but the rest of the door is straight as you're going to find. Lovely and fresh. We've got a few little imperfections in the paint here and there, but again, it is up to a sort of your local sort of classic car show standard for us, this one. Perfect on a Sunday afternoon. Lovely and tidy again up the left-hand side, all the way down the left-hand side. A little bit of paint flake here on the left-hand side scuttle where it meets the panel where the vent is. So a little bit of scuffing there to the dark blue section. Bit of a run in the paint there on the lower half section of the wheel arch, but no rust once again as you work your way around the arch. All nice and crisp, all the lines are good, lovely and fresh up that big swooping wheel arch. Have got a very, very light scratch here on the front of the left hand side wheel arch, and again, nice wheel and tyre there. Really good colours this one. Into the interior now. Lovely blue door card there. You'll see at the lower half section we'll have got a rip out of that there, and we've got some wear to the door card, but it's, you know, it looks to me to be fairly original. You are going to get wear on something of that age. The seats themselves not over restored, a little bit of a nick on the driver's side there, you can see that, but lovely and spongy and soft when you push down on them. Some cracking in the leather itself, but you know, it's all right, it all makes sense. Bit of wear to the steering wheel and across the dashboard, bit of wear to the dashboard. No cracks in any of the dials on the dash there, all nice and clear. All the glass is good, hairlining isn't sagging at all anywhere. It's all nice in there. All the doors are right when you close them. There's no effort to shutting those doors, they all open right and close right. No problems on the left hand side, right hand side rear. Again, the right amount of wear to that. Little bit of a nick out the corner, but all nice and fresh in here. Bit of wear to the rear seat, but again, the right amount of wear. And you've still got the little blind in there, which is nice to see. Clearly been well looked after and loved this one. As I come round the left hand side rear, all the doors are just right, you know. They all open nicely, there's no forcing anything. It's all just back when coach building was coach building, really. Lovely and tidy on the left hand side again, the right amount of wear. A little bit of wear at the lower corner where you get in and out, and a slightly darker blue carpet set fitted with a little bit of fade to the carpet set, but when the door closes like that, who cares about the carpet? Left hand front door card, bit of wear around the winder, and a little bit of cracking just on the lower section there, the sort of little map compartments. We've got some cracking to the seat, but again, it's nice and soft. It's not gonna split when you sit on it. It's obviously got some form of conditioning on it. It's lovely and soft. I've got no problems at all with that. Nice and tidy from the left-hand side as well. And again, just shuts. That's such a nice. I know it sounds really odd, but you know you've closed the door. There's no slamming to that at all. Engine bay from the left-hand side. All nice and tidy. When James starts it, we will go up the carburetor side. Don't worry about that. We'll have a look in there. Starting handles in there as well. There's a tyre pump there. All nice and tidy with the spare spark plugs. Lovely to see things like that.
Last time I saw a set of spark plug plugs, it's actually complete.
I know, it's crazy.
With plugs that look like they might work, not ones that have been there for 200 years.
Concerned if you think they're going to work. All nice and tidy. Little 1000cc, like I say, single carburetor. James is going to fire into life here. Oh. There you go. There we go. Lovely and quiet that light. Lovely and quiet there. Taking over lovely and smooth. I've got no issues at all with that. Especially something from 1930. There you have it. The Hillman Minx two-tone. What a very, very charming car that is. Ready to be enjoyed, that one. It certainly is.